Alright, hello everyone, it's Team Rocket Draws here with another video, and for this one guys, we got the Fakemon contest for the month of March. If you guys are not familiar with this contest, basically every month I would choose a specific type of Pokemon that everyone will have to draw, where you would include a bio/story, that way we could get like a background of the Pokemon as well as a Pokedex entry. The winner will be getting a $20 gift card code of their choice, and this will be an online code. I will have two moderators and myself judging this on a point system. We will judge on many aspects, so drawing experience will not dictate a winner. Up until now, only those within the United States were able to win the prize, but I recently found out that if your region takes PayPal, or if you're able to get PayPal, I could send you the money that way. If any of you guys want to participate for fun, just like I am, if you guys don't live within the United States or you guys can't get PayPal in your region, you guys are welcome to participate as well. There will be more information in the description below. For this month, the challenge was to draw a normal type Fakemon, with the catch of it only being able to have a normal typing. For the first month, we have Lovely with Furzy. Category: Woodland Pokemon, with abilities Runaway and Quick Feet. It has the moveset with Defense Curl, Swift, Quick Attack, and Fury Swipe. So this is kind of like basically what normal types are, right? It is at a height of 1 foot 11 inches, weighing 8 pounds, and it has the nature of bashful. Furzy is a woodland single stage Pokemon. Furzy is very lovable Pokemon, usually seen in small patches of grass near small towns. You can find this Pokemon within the towns and households and around with their owners because of their friendly nature. When scared, they tend to curl up in a ball and hide until they feel safe again. What I like about this Fakemon is that it actually looks like a real life animal. So I had to kind of like look this up. Is this like a real animal that she just made into a cartoon? But I couldn't find anything, so that just shows you how well she made it. The first thing that stood out to me was the eyes. It just makes it really cute, because usually for this it kind of goes with like rodents in the rodent family in a way. Kind of reminds me of like a raccoon or something like that. So most of the time people would not think they're cute, but the thing that stood out was the eyes, which makes it, I don't know, just cute, I guess, right? Something that stood out to me as well was the nature. So being bashful, you know, being shy, it kind of goes along with real life furry animals, like small furry animals. They tend to only come out at night, being nocturnal or being really shy, where they're not out in the open for everyone to see. So having it hide when it's scared, I don't know, it just really works, especially having that giant fur. Not only does it look like a real life animal, it also looks like a real life Pokemon. So this kind of goes along with the Rattata and so on. So overall, it really works well. Now some comments from other judges. I think it's cute. It would make a nice pet for people who aren't very outgoing in nature. And now for the second entry, we have Inkberry with Filuri. Filuri, the feline Pokemon. Filuri tend to be blind by birth. They use the whiskers, ears, and nose to get around and find food. So for me, the first thing that stood out is how realistic it looks to an actual cat. And what I like about it is the eyes. Like, I don't know, something really stands out about the eyes. A really cool factor for this Pokemon is that it's blind, which makes it really interesting, because it would have to rely on its whiskers, ears, and nose to really get around and find food and kind of venture out, you know? So it would really have to enhance those senses, which makes it really interesting. And now for some comments by the judges. Keep. I think it's unique that it uses its whiskers to move around and do things. Something new, good effort. And now for the other judge's comment. It looks like my friend's cat, lol. It's always sleeping around and it only gets up to eat and go potty. It would have been cool to see what color it was. This could be the next Vivillon with regional variants, which I think that's a great idea. And now for my entry, we have Nutlet, the mischievous Pokemon, and it is at a height of 1 foot 2 inches, weighing 0.9 pounds. So not even a pound, guys. Nutlet is a small furry rodent-like Pokemon that likes to trick Pokemon and people alike in order to obtain food that it stores in quantity in its hideout. Its preferred food is nuts and berries. And now for the Pokedex entry, Nutlet and Rattata team up in order to steal food from unexpected travelers. Personally, this is my favorite Fakemon that I've ever done, and that includes as a kid, because I used to do this a lot as a kid, but I wasn't that good. I don't know, I guess I didn't have that much experience doing Fakemon, but now that I've been doing this for the last 3 months, I've been really enjoying it, and I feel like I'm getting into it a little bit more. It actually took me a couple of tries to come up with this design. I tried 2 different animals, and then recently on my way to work I saw a squirrel, which kind of stood out because at least in my area it's not too common to see a squirrel. I probably see one maybe once a month, and it just stood out, and I was like, you know what, a squirrel is like the perfect normal type Fakemon. So usually when I'm basing my Fakemon on a real life animal, I kind of think of the different features that stand out, and for squirrels it's either the tail, the cheeks, or the teeth. So in this one I chose the teeth. I wanted to do the teeth really large because I wanted it to be like one of the highlights of the actual Pokemon, right? So then as I was coming up with the design of the teeth and the nose, I was like, you know what, this kind of looks like an acorn. Another feature that I wanted to implement was a giant tail, just so you can know that it's kind of based on a squirrel. First color that stood out to me on a squirrel was gray, but I think that was because the squirrel that I saw was like a light gray, so I kind of wanted to make it like that, but it wasn't standing out. And then also looking at the acorn, I wanted to make the acorn kind of the same, like a brown, you know, to make it look like an actual acorn. But then having the squirrel gray and the acorn brown, it made it like the nose and the teeth really stand out. But I don't know, something about it didn't, you know, it just looked too plain, so I decided just to make it furry, you know, like a woodland animal, and I made it brown. And I don't know, I really like the colors that I used. After studying some of the actual Pokemon artwork, I noticed that usually for each color they have 3 different shades of the same color. So they have the main color, which is like the biggest part, obviously. They have a darker shadow, and they got a highlight. So I try to implement those in this design, and I feel like I kind of got, you know, the Pokemon kind of colors in a way. I know theirs are really vibrant, really just warm colors, and I don't know, I think it works really well. Usually when you see a squirrel in the real life, you see them always looking for food, right? Like always looking for nuts and stuff like that in order to take home and kind of store. And I wanted to implement that in the game as well, in the Pokemon world. So I was like, you know what, let's make this a mischievous Pokemon that is just looking for food, right? Like it's always just trying to steal food, get food and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what, I think if it tag teams with Rattata, you know, either if it's in cities or if it's in forests, I think it would really work well because they're both trying to do the same thing. So I ended up making it like a mischievous Pokemon, which personally I think it really works well. But let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of my Fakemon. Before I announce the winner, let me know in the comment section below which one you guys think won between Flurry and Fursy. Alright guys, and now to announce the winner. But before I do that, I kind of want to say a few comments. These 2 entries were really interesting, really good Fakemon, really good concepts. So I want to give a huge shout out to Inkberry and Lovely for participating. And now to announce the winner of March, we have Fursy. So congratulations, Lovely. Both entries were missing a Pokedex entry, which will cost you a few points, but I feel like Lovely just provided a little bit more information on their Fakemon by providing the ability, the height, the weight, the nature, and also a moveset and a shiny version. I think at the end of the day, that's what took over the win. Having those key elements can be a real factor, so at least for this month, Lovely ended up taking the win. So I just want to say good job to both of you, and I really hope to see you guys next month. Alright guys, and now to announce the Pokemon type for April, it's going to be Grass type. Having entered spring recently, I think Grass type is the perfect fitting for this month. So after watching this video, hopefully more of you guys decided to participate for the month of April, which will be due the 30th of April. So don't forget to include a bio and a Pokedex entry with your entry. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. And I guess I'll just catch you guys on the next one. Team Rocket Draws out.